he actually forgot to mention all the TV shows I've been on and all the comedy clubs I performed at all over New York City. Performed at Dangerfields. Anyway, we're allowed to curse on stage, right? Alright, I guess I should take this off. Alright, so I know this is going to shock a lot of people, especially because I'm an Orthodox Jew, but I'm actually an accountant. What are the odds? No, it's a rhetorical question. It's like 1 in 3. Anyway, so I get a tax notice from the IRS, and it doesn't really give much information. It just says, call us. There's an issue with your prior year return. So I don't know if you guys know, but the IRS has had a lot of budget cuts, so it's impossible you can get through to them. After 2 hours on hold, this woman finally answers the phone. She's like, hi, this is Linda, agent ID 075. Is there something I can help you with? I'm like, no, I'm just calling because my iPod broke. I wanted to listen to the music you guys play in the background while I was waiting. She's like, oh, I'm sorry, we're experiencing a heavy call volume today. What can I help you with? I'm like, I got a notice. She's like, what's your name? Oren. Okay, let me pull up your records. I'm like, listen, Linda, don't fuck this up. I'm recording this call for quality assurance. So she says, yes, I see the issue here with your prior year return. It said towards the top page 1, it showed you had income of over $100,000 last year. I'm like, yes, so what? She's like, well, on the bottom of page 2 for occupation, it says stand-up comedian. She's like, that's impossible. I'm like, have you seen me perform? She's like, yeah, actually I was at your last show in February, hence the notice. I'm like, oh no, I was a joke. I'm actually an accountant. She's like, oh really, who do you work for? I'm like, Ben Affleck. She's like, oh, she started trembling. She's like, oh, okay, then we're just going to issue you a $100 penalty for being a smartass. She's like, oh, wait, one more question. Are you voting Republican or Democrat in the next election? I'm like, Republican. She's like, okay, then the penalty will stand, but know that decision had nothing to do with it. So, is everyone excited about Halloween coming up? So, I used to like Halloween, but I had an incident. Well, I never understood why on Halloween all these kids go door to door asking the same question, and they always get the same answer, and they only want one answer, so why even ask the fucking question? Well, I'll tell you why. When I was a little kid growing up, I was going door to door. I knocked on this one guy's door. This guy was balding, in his 50s, wearing a wife beater, potato chip crumbs all over his stomach. I'm like, trick or treat. He's like, trick, I'm a pedophile, get the fuck in here! So he said he had some candy, it sounded kind of good, it's called chloroform, so I'm like... And then like 5 minutes of being there, I get a knock on the door, and it's Chris Hansen from Dateline NBC to Catch a Predator with a video camera. I'm like, oh, thank God you're here. Then he starts laughing, and he pulls off his Chris Hansen mask. It's Jared Fogle from the Subway commercials. So anyway, this past year I was actually trick-or-treating in D.C. I wasn't really, it's just for my routine. And I knocked on the White House door, and Obama himself answered the door. I'm like, trick or treat. He's like, trick, you can't keep your health care plan. I'm like, Mr. Obama, I have a question. He's like, yes. I'm like, can you tell me what happened at the zoo in Cincinnati when Harambe was killed? What was that all about? He's like, yeah, I had to order that hit. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, well, Harambe, he knew too much about the Clinton Foundation. I'm like, but doesn't that cause another big problem? He's like, don't worry about it. Harambe's still voting for Hillary. So, this election has got a lot of people excited. We have 2 great candidates, and I would vote for both of them if I could. I like the competing slogans. The Democratic slogan is, if they go low, we go high. Republican slogan is, if they go high, let's grab them by the... Oh, I guess I can finish that. I have to go off my own. Has anyone here tried online dating at all? That's willing to admit it?
Yeah.
Couple people. A lot of girls are hesitant to meet guys off online dating sites, which is kind of understandable. There's a lot of creepy guys out there. So to ease their fears, I tell them that a recent survey showed that 10% of all marriages in the U.S. last year were due at least in some parts to online dating sites. They're like, oh, Oren, that's great, I didn't know that. I don't tell them they're also responsible for nearly 50% of all missing persons cases. But they don't need to know. And if they don't call me back after the date, maybe make it 51%. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. I was on a date recently, and this girl asked me, she's like, Oren, I don't understand why we're going out again. I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, well, you said on the last date you didn't really see this going anywhere. I'm like, yeah, but I just signed up for the Chase Sapphire Reserve card, and I have to spend $4,000 on that 3 months. I got 100,000 miles. So it's nothing personal. She's like, yeah, but Oren, you told me that 2 dates ago also. I'm like, yeah, but now I just realized it's 5% cash back on dining too. And then a couple of days ago, I had another date. I called the girl, and we had a good conversation. We agreed to meet. And I'm like, oh, can you come to the city? She's like, no, I can't. Can you come here to New Jersey? I'm like, I'm really not supposed to cross state lines. She's like, are you sure? Like, is it a big deal? I'm like, yeah, it's fine, as long as you're okay with hearing my ankle beat for 2 hours. So I'm going to talk about a subject now everyone usually likes to talk about, death. I was always wondering, is this supposed to make it okay when you're about to tell someone a close relative just died to make sure they're sitting down first before you give them the news? And if they're sitting down first before you give them the news, they'll be perfectly fine with what you say. Hey, David, yeah? Are you sitting down? Yeah? Your brother was murdered last night. Okay. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine, I'm sitting down. If I was standing up, it would have been pretty tragic, so thanks for the heads up. Well, let's say you forget the warning. David, your brother was murdered last night. Fucking A, if only I was sitting down! So I'm sure everyone can relate to riding the subway here. Yep. So I like their slogan, if you see something, keep it to yourself. If you tell an MTA employee, they won't know what the fuck to do. And I realize, they keep charging more and more, but they keep cutting more and more service. You know the best way to make trains come quicker? And I see a lot of people do it. You peek down the tunnel a lot. It makes the trains come quicker. I got a call from my dad the other day. He was in the crowd. And he's like, Oren, I need you here in 10 minutes. How far away are you? I'm like, 15. He's like, I need you here now. I'm like, hold on 1 second. All right, I'll be there in 10. And you know what's also really annoying is when you see these really fat people on the train, they take up 2 seats. Did you swipe your Metro card twice? No, I don't think so. So get the fuck up. Well, no, don't complain to me about the airlines wanting to start charging you for 2 seats. You get 2 meals with that as well. I came home from a friend's house in Atlanta recently, and they decided to search me more in depth because Orthodox Jews are notorious for blowing up airplanes. And I felt like he was wearing gloves and everything, but he was putting his hand on my pants. I'm like, excuse me? He's like, yeah. I'm like, do you work here? He laughed. No, I'm kidding. He actually said, oh shit, I think they're onto me, and he ran away. And I'm like, oh shit, I think they're onto me. I don't even have a flight. So I notice, when you're on flights and someone gets sick, the only profession they ever ask for is a doctor. But I was on a flight recently, and captain comes on. Yes, this is your captain speaking. We have a sick passenger on board. Are there any accountants who can help out? I'm thinking, what do they need an accountant for? Yes, the issue seems to be he got a $100,000 notice from the IRS, and his heart started palpitating, and he needs the accountant to call the IRS also. He can't call himself because he has a Samsung Galaxy phone. Can we just keep this between the 200 of us? I myself sabotage Samsung Galaxy phones because I own some Apple stock. It's about time. One thing I like, young moms, they do a lot. It's a lot to take care of a kid. But one thing they do that really annoys me is, shouldn't there be a cutoff for when you should stop saying how old your kid is in months? Like, it gets annoying after a while, doesn't it? Hi, Jane, how old's your son? He got so big. How old is he? He's 36 months. No, he's 3, bitch. That goes an even way. Then I bumped into another friend recently who's a new mom. I'm like, oh, Jenna, how you doing? How old's your kid? He looks so big. Oh, he's 40 months. Oh, Oren, how about you? How's your son? He's 360 months. I have a calculator if you want to divide by 12. And she's like, but what about you? How are you? I'm like, I feel great. I don't feel a day over 382 months. So, and also there's one thing that annoys me is these ridiculous signs you see as you go about your day. I was driving down the highway the other day, and I see a car that has I guess young moms are behind this too. Car has a bumper sticker, baby on board. Can someone tell me what the point of that is? Yeah, I was driving 100 miles an hour on the highway. I was trying to avoid people, but now, baby on board. I better not hit this car. That might be dangerous at 100 miles an hour. Oh, wait, no, the kid's not even in there. It's just the parents. I'll ram them. Or you see the street crossing signs where it says, street crossing signs that says slow children crossing. Where do you put the comma on there? Is it after slow? Is it after children? If Trump becomes president, we don't want to be politically correct. It'll just be retarded children crossing. All right, and I'll finish off with just saying something that happened to me in the office recently. On Friday, as I'm getting in the elevator, I fumbled my wallet, and it fell down the crack in the elevator shaft. And I go to the security desk, and I'm like, yeah, I dropped my wallet down the elevator shaft. They're like, okay. I'm like, is there anything you can do about it? Is it retrievable? They're like, yeah, we have a guy. I'm like, you have a guy? How often does this happen? It's like, yeah, Charlie, we got another one. So he's like, go upstairs and we'll call your office phone when he's retrieved it. Literally 15 minutes later, I got a call. Yeah, they got it. Come downstairs. We'll give you your wallet. Go downstairs 15 minutes later. They're like, here's your wallet. I'm like, oh, can you thank Charlie for me? It's so great that he was able to do this for me. He can't. He's out indefinitely. He got injured. He got hit by another wallet in the head while he was retrieving yours. Anyway, I noticed that I go to a lot of stand-up comedy myself, and I noticed, yeah. No, that's
Oh, sorry. No, just wrap it up if you can.
All right, we're trying to cut costs here. And I know a lot of comedians, even the really good ones, unfortunately, don't have a good way of closing their act. All right, you guys are doing great. I gotta run.
Keep it going for Oren Glass, everybody. Oren Glass. Let him hear it. Keep it going for him, everybody. Keep it going. Give him some love. We got another really, really funny up and comer. What do you guys want? You guys leave?